Last time on Why Can't We Be Wizards?
So, Skyler and Caleb, your first Quidditch practice of the year is in less than an hour. How are you
We have
feeling
the
about
wings!
Allison's listening to Nickelback.
Oh, God. Okay.
But why?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. What is this?
When you open
Yeah.
it on the thinner side, you unwrap what looks like the edge of a broomstick handle.
Oh my god, it's a broomstick.
I walk up to the door and look around and knock on it.
Yeah, and so when you open the book, inside is a key.
Wow. Okay, that wasn't there before. Hello? Is anyone here? Come find me when you have time. I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah, Leo, sure, whatever. And she starts walking. That's your job.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Good captaining, Captain. I'm gonna go get
Okay.
the waffle.
Our fearless leader!
This seems a lot like the secret room, but like a secret corridor that just appears when you need it.
Yeah, but it wasn't just in one place. It took me across the castle.
Also, why did this bookshelf just randomly fall over?
Okay, so let's just get right into it. Who is leveling up? And are there any relationships you guys want to change?
Yes. Skyler's leveling up. I am adding 1 to Freya's friendship because of our nice talk in our new room together. And Skyler is going to lock in the negative trait of obedience because they want to be good and they're going to start following rules more now that their dads are telling them to. So yeah, just be more obedient to both their dads and probably more to the teachers now that they've got that in their headspace.
Cool. Anybody else?
Leo is going to level up as well. I think I'm going to adjust some of Leo's traits. So I think I'm going to take his heart from -1 down to -2 because I think this book is making him a little heartless, and maybe bring his magic up from a 1 to a 2.
I'm not leveling up because I did last time when I increased my body to 1, but I think that it might make sense for me to increase my relationship with Danica because I've been trying to show how cool I am to Danica.
Yeah, I don't think she cares about any of that, but she does care about the fact that you've been doing well in Quidditch practice.
Yeah, she cares about winning.
But yeah, I've been spending as much time and effort to increase my relationship with Danica as possible.
Ravenclaw, we have the wings!
We have the wings!
We have the wings is such a nonsense thing.
I mean, we do.
Freya is actually going to take a +1 with Leo. I think specifically seeing Leo kind of like struggle to open up to people has like really made her appreciate that he's not all like, because he has a tendency to not be very serious about things, and I think that was one of the first times that she's ever seen Leo actually struggle with something that wasn't schoolwork and really can relate to him a lot more than she used to.
I don't think Leo struggles with schoolwork. He just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
When he does it, he does great. He just doesn't do it.
Well, why don't we just get right into it? So it has been several weeks of you guys getting back into and adjusted to life at Hogwarts. We're towards the end of September now. At this moment, Allison, I have to ask, where are you and what are you doing?
I am in the common room, hanging out at one of the tables, and my wand is positioned like 2 feet away from me on the table, and I have my palm open, ready to go, and I'm intently staring at my wand, putting as much willpower as I can into it. And then
What you doing?
I'm just gonna ignore Skyler in that moment and just say, Accio wand, like really intense, deep voice, trying to summon it.
So you're trying to do wandless magic, which is crazy town banana pants.
Whoa.
Definitely not any of the mechanics in this game support it in any way, shape, or form. So we're gonna have to make something up right now. Okay. I
mean,
think
when does
that
Harry learn it?
Harry never learns wandless magic.
That's not
Harry
true.
Accidentally does wandless magic once.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of unspoken magic.
Yeah, non-verbal spells. He learns it. Starts
Yeah.
learning in the 6th year.
You're right.
It just seems like such a vulnerability to not be able to summon your own wand when you drop it. And Allison wants to learn this.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I think this is just gonna be the hardest spell you can possibly cast.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like a level 7 spell.
Okay, so I got a +2.
Level 7 is gonna be -5.
-5. Yeah.
-5. All right, Allison's still gonna try this. I'm gonna roll.
So you're gonna roll this at a -3. Best case scenario is a mixed success here.
Well, that's an 8, so that would be a 5.
With a failure, your hand outstretched, just reaching deep into your soul with every bit of magical might you can possibly muster. You imagine for a moment that your wand almost wobbles, but then you realize that it's just because someone else sat down at the table and the table moved a little bit and nothing happened.
Well, that had no consequences.
Was that me?
I don't know. Was it Skyler?
Yeah, I was like hovering over her shoulder, like, what is she doing?
Ah, Skyler, you're ruining everything.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to summon my wand and you're making it move.
What? Without your wand? You can do that? What?
Apparently not. Can I try again? There were no consequences the first time.
I mean, you're not actually casting any magic, so I can't take a hard like magical move on you.
Are there books on
Like-
this?
I don't know. I'm gonna try again.
How'd you get the idea?
Shouldn't the two of you be doing the charms homework?
7
What was the charms homework?
minus
I mean,
I don't know,
5.
but you do have charms. You do have charms in about 15 minutes. So.
I'm gonna nicely sit down next to Caleb.
Caleb is already mostly done.
Let me just proofread that for you, Caleb.
Yeah, Allison already has the charms homework finished, so it's just sitting there before class trying to summon the wand and nothing's happening. So I guess we should go to class.
Yeah. Skylar, did you really not finish the homework? I thought we talked about this.
I don't want to look stupid. Of course I did. I'm gonna pull that amazing feat of writing the essay on our way there. Yep, I can do that. slash while they're taking attendance. I've done it before and I'll do it again.
As a loyal friend in the Quidditch team, I'm going to be subtly supplying the correct answers as we walk down the hallway.
Sweet.
So that's weird. How do you get? It is an essay. Like it's an essay. It's not like homework with answers to the questions.
Yeah, I'm writing
So,
fast.
All right, so on this next part, it's all about the wand movement. Make sure to write that down. Wand movement.
Okay, it's all about wand movement.
And then describe the wand movement of the spells that we were supposed to research.
Oh yeah, I've got this. I did the research. Yes, I'm gonna write those down.
okay, so here's what I'm gonna have you do.
Roll for
I
it?
want you to roll mine to see how good you are at writing this essay as you walk to class.
I can't imagine the handwriting is legible at all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
I get +1 because Caleb helped, but I still failed.
Yeah, this is a bad essay. It's a very bad essay.
He sure did
I'm
help
gonna
you
try
fail.
to.
You spelled your name wrong on it.
I'm gonna try to talk to my teacher if I get a bad grade on it and be like, "Listen, I did the research. Let's do an oral test. I'll tell you all about it."
Who is charms? I forget.
Someone
Is
who
it
doesn't
still
like
Flitwick?
us.
So this is another professor that we haven't actually introduced to the story
Oh,
yet,
good.
but
And they love us.
we will now, because as you walk into the charms classroom, which is a very disorganized, chaotic-looking room, it is the room of one Professor Washington Wigglefin. Actually, as you walk into his room, he doesn't seem to be there. There's rows of desks that kind of line each side of the room, left and right, as you enter. A more realistic way to describe it is it kind of looks like it's full of trash. But you know that, like, to Professor Wigglefin, this is organized chaos. He knows where everything is. It's just nobody else understands it. And, in fact, as you walk into the class today, the two things catch your eye that are not what you are normally used to. First, on the far wall, across the room from where you enter, there's actually several paintings hanging against the wall. But more interestingly, in front of that, next to Professor Wigglefin's desk, is a glowing geometric shape hovering in the air. It is bright blue, red, green, yellow, all the primary colors. And it appears to be sort of rotating and spinning, coming in and out of various different square shapes. For those of you who would be familiar with a shape like this, this is a 4-dimensional geometric shape. And for those of you who know the Muggle toy, it is kind of a Rubik's Cube that's got 50 sides.
Weird.
I think Allison definitely thinks it looks like a Rubik's Cube. She probably recognizes it.
So it's a Rubik's pentacontagon. I didn't just Google that.
Yes, but again, this thing is 4-dimensional, so its sides are folding into itself constantly.
This is so cool.
I think that Caleb is fascinated by it and has probably pulled a chair up to look at it more intently.
You know who would like this? Professor Preston. Look at all the colors.
So much emotion in that little cube thing.
Paintings too.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up with the paintings? What do those look like?
Are you walking over to take a look at them?
Yeah, I'm an artist.
Your artist knowledge makes you slightly more familiar and aware of the sort of style that these paintings are almost surreal in style. There's 3 of them. There's a painting of what appears to be 4 seemingly unrelated stairways that are all pointing in different directions, and yet somehow all converging into different points, making the same stairway in
Escher?
a square.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, MC Escher.
There's also a painting of what appears to be a piece of paper, and on that paper are drawn 2 hands in opposite directions. But the hands appear to be coming off the page, holding pencils and drawing each other.
Ooh, is this Magritte?
No, it's also Escher.
Oh, okay.
And then finally, the last one is there's a painting of another hand. This hand is holding a glossy glass orb
Sure.
that looks like it is actually a mirror pointing towards a face, and that face is the old man holding this orb.
So this is an Escher class.
Yeah.
Another one of our wizard classes is an art class.
Right. I love it. I'm so happy.
No.
As an artist, do I know who Escher is by now?
I imagine that the answer is yes.
Okay. I'm going to whisper to Caleb. That's Escher.
Is that a chocolate?
An
Is it the name of
artist.
the orb?
It's the name of the artist, I say to everyone near me. Yes. A very famous artist. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Escher was a wizard.
Kevin, be honest. Is there a series arc where Hogwarts is just gradually, piece by piece, becoming an art school?
I
One professor at a time.
Can't answer that question.
I can't answer that.
I get really excited. I'm going to fish out my French beret and put it on.
Allison's just gonna go over to her desk and hang out there with Dakota.
As you guys are all sort of like, making yourselves comfortable in this room, checking out the Rubik's Cube, looking at these paintings. So there's the painting in the center, which is the one with the orb on it. Suddenly, a head pops out of it, and it is very clearly struggling, but the head is familiar to you. This is the head of one Professor Wigglefin, and he seems to almost be like stretching his arm out of the painting. And eventually he sort of pulls himself up, and out of the painting. He does a little bit of like a little somersault and then lands on his feet, brandishing his hands straight in the air.
Ah!
I did not know you could do that. My mind is blown. You can go into paintings, you guys.
Professor Wigglefin just became my favorite professor.
So Caleb, what are you doing right now? Are you still looking at the Rubik's Cube?
I guess I am trying to look at Professor Wigglefin, though I am sitting very close to the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, and so I think he looks down at you, and he says, "Oh yes, I imagine you all get very excited for non-Euclidean geometry like me. I've been working on solving this little marvel myself for a while, though. I have to say, I haven't been able to figure it out just yet.
What do you mean solving it?
Oh, it's a puzzle, I do love my delectable little puzzles.
How do you do it?
What's the...
You see, there's 50 sides to this shape. They've all got a different color. You see it's sort of rainbow occlusion that's sort of coming out. I've been told that supposedly you're supposed to fit all of these little cubes all along each side so that they all are the same color. And that's sort of how you solve the puzzle.
Does it look solvable?
I mean, this thing is rotating at a very high speed. Like, it's constantly folding over itself. So I am not a good Rubik's Cube solver. So I struggle with a 6-sided Rubik's Cube that's got 6 colors. So I don't know. You tell me, are you going to even be able to do that if it's not folding in on itself when there's 50 sides?
I'm a Ravenclaw?
I read about that.
I feel like Leo walks over to it and like gives part of it a turn and then thinks for a second and turns another part of it and thinks for a second and then says, "Nah, it's impossible."
No, it's like halfway done.
Professor Wigglefin, as you get a little bit of a better look at him. So this guy is freakishly tall. He is at least 7 feet. He's got a very sharp face, a long pointed beard, and he's about as skinny as a human being seems like they could possibly be without sort of wisping away into smoke. And so he says, anyway, class, please, sit down. Today we are going to be discussing Tectonicus's theory of multiplanar and multidimensional magic. Please, sit down, open your textbooks to page 75 and start reading about her thoughts on linear folding while I write a few theorems on the board.
Allison just looks confused.
Oh, also, Charms class is kind of math class, if it's
Oh
not
my
already really
gosh.
clear.
Wait, but Charms is my favorite class.
Well, I guess you like math.
Apparently Freya
have the
likes math, and I
wings.
just didn't know that until this moment.
Any Ravenclaw likes math. Ravenclaw? Yeah, Allison's really excited about non-Euclidean geometry.
Yeah, I'm going to sit next to Caleb also this time, just because I am still working on that essay.
Caleb's having a hard time focusing on both these exciting notes and Skyler, who he desperately wants to have write a good essay. Quidditional.
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry. Are you going to try to whisper answers to this essay while the class is going on?
I don't think I would whisper them, but I might, pass a note.
Okay, cool. Yeah, why don't you roll quick and quiet?
My specialty.
Yay!
I got a 10 plus 1.
Yeah, okay, so completely successfully, you, under the desk, slip a folded note between your fingers to Skyler with perfect secrecy.
You know who's good at crime? Caleb's good at crime.
I thought you would take a bite out of crime.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
that's bad. That's really bad, and you should cut it.
I don't get it.
I
Is
don't
it because
know.
he's a werewolf?
All of this is in the podcast.
He's not Scruff McGruff, okay?
He's a dog of a sort.
I feel like you need to take a pair of sunglasses off while saying that.
Professor Wigglefin finishes writing on the board, and he says, the problem, you see, with our human senses is that we can only easily perceive 3 dimensions of space. So, I have to ask before we go on, are all of you, or are any of you, familiar with the famous wizard, Moritz Cornelis Escher?
Yes.
MC Escher was a wizard the whole time.
Yes, I raised my hand.
That's very good.
Okay, yeah, he gestures towards Skyler.
MC Escher was a famous artist who made a lot of really cool art that was mathematically inspired. I say mathematically in bold because we're learning math.
Mathematical.
I mean, you can just look at the art. Also, how did you come out of that painting?
So, while all of that is true, MC Escher was first and foremost a student of perspective and the perception of perspective. Take these paintings, yes, obviously, for example. You see how Escher bends time and space in a very fundamental way that allows the viewer to understand what that space is in a sort of fresh, new baller way. No, he doesn't say that. In a sort of
Super baller.
yeah,
So
he was
baller,
totally
the
dope.
most
He was
baller.
dope,
Baller, yo.
dope
Totally
as hell,
dope.
yo.
Leo writes down super dope as hell.
And he says, Escher bends space in a very fundamental way that really exposes some of the more fundamental properties of our reality. See, human eyes experience it in one very simple way, but the truth is there are many other dimensions and many other spaces with which we can experience and exist in.
Huh.
Today, class, we are going to work on beginning to think about how to bend the very laws of space. Now-
Professor, excuse me, Professor, I have a question.
Yes, Leo, yes.
Would it be
Yes.
possible for two realities to coexist such that maybe there are things in one reality that some people can see and other people can't?
Allison is impressed
Oh,
with this question.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, Leo. That's a very fundamental property of space, in fact. If one had some latent ability to experience reality from a fresh spatial perspective, it would be very possible for something to exist from your plane and not from another. In fact, today, we're actually all going to take it in turns to make our way through a sort of multi-dimensional space with the help of a useful little charm. So, class, before we do any of this, obviously, I think it's very important to recognize that what we're going to do is inherently actually very dangerous. So, we all need to make sure that we're being careful and safe while we do it. And we won't do it alone. Is that understood? We must work together.
Understood.
Caleb shrugs. Wizard school.
So now, before we get anywhere, this is the charm that will keep you safe. This is the charm that will bring you back to this space in the event that something happens. And it'll be what we use to sort of do the multidimensional travel that we're going to try out today. So, repeat after me, class. Revelio Desidero.
Revelio.
Desidero.
Revelio Desidero. Yes, that's the ticket. Now, what this handy little spell will do is point your conscious thoughts exactly in the direction that they need to go. That's very, very, very important. The perspective of your thoughts more than anything else. You really need to truly desire that direction because your eyes will absolutely deceive you. They will not tell you the truth.
Allison thinks this sounds very dangerous and is starting to question all of the school's teaching practices.
Yeah, that's a theme.
I'm going to raise my hand.
Skyler, yes.
Yes. How often does one's eyes see the incorrect reality? Like, how often will we need to use this spell?
We're going to do this in a very safe, controlled environment. These paintings that I have behind me, these paintings were actually Escher's attempt at divining a window into other spatial dimensions. We're going to enter them and use them to explore space and time.
Allison raises her hand.
Yes, Allison.
But don't we always see the world as distorted? Because the world is three-dimensional and we see it two-dimensional as projected through a lens?
That is a very astute, clever assertion. I would posit that it's functionally incorrect because, yes, and maybe this requires some slight greater explanation because dimensional interaction isn't really about how any one individual thing allows you to experience it. It's about how your expression applies onto that reality.
I think as soon as Allison said that, through all the professor's comments after that, Leo has had his hands up in front of his eyes, just like looking at his hands, moving them closer and farther away from his face, like, whoa, dimensions.
Caleb's written notes.
Same. Freya has a page full of notes. She's been trying to copy down everything he's been saying, but he's talking so fast, so like it's every other word.
Yeah, Allison's pretty confused about that follow-up comment. She didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think he answered my question either.
I mean, so to be fair, this guy rarely answers questions properly.
Yeah, I'm getting
He's
that.
sort of in his own little world of whatever his research is. This is a grumpy old college professor.
Yep, he has tenure.
So
I was thinking the same.
So he says, okay, now class, line up in groups of 3. Yes, groups of 3, Miss Haversham. Don't try touching that painting by yourself. Hold on, just wait a moment. Okay, now, this is very important. In groups of 3, you're all going to touch a painting. When you touch that painting, your sensory reality will be altered in a very fundamental way because of a charm I have placed on each painting. You will be transported to a new dimension.
Whoa.
That's insane.
What you need to do is cast the charm. You need to truly believe that you need to go back to class. And you cast the charm Revelio Desidero, and it will take you back. All right, so now you guys need to pick groups of 3.
Okay, who's Miss Haversham? Because I like her energy.
It's just another Ravenclaw in your class.
What's her first name? Is it Anna?
Maybe, sure, yeah, Anna Haversham.
I think Leo's going to look over at Allison. Like, hey, do you want to group up?
Sure, yeah, that sounds good, Leo.
Who should we have as our third person? Maybe Caleb?
Caleb? Yeah?
Hey, Caleb.
Oh, yeah. I'd be totally down to work with you, Leo. That was a really great question you asked earlier.
Oh, thanks.
Like, worlds bending on top of worlds? That's such a... I wonder if that's how the castle works.
Maybe.
That-
I mean, it's how the staircases do
Do you
move.
remember that weird bookcase thing? Maybe that's what happened with the bookcases.
Maybe that's how flu powder works?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's all magic.
What about a port
so-
key? I feel like you enter a new dimension for those.
That
Right?
tracks.
I mean, anything tracks. It's magic.
Freya goes up to Dakota and like pats him on the back. You want to partner up with me and Skyler?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely, totally. Let's do it.
Yes.
Awesome.
Which one do you want to go into?
Yeah, and so as you guys all line up in front of these paintings, Wigglefin says, all right, now, everyone select a painting. You've got a couple of different options. We're going to do these one at a time.
What do the 3 paintings look like?
It's the globe one, the pencils, painting pencil, hand, and then the staircase one. I want to do globes.
Ooh.
I want to meet Mr. Escher.
Oh, I was going to say the pencil one.
That sounds great.
I'll do that too.
Allison's gonna look between Leo and Caleb and be like, do you guys have preferences?
Leo seems really drawn to the stairwell one. I think he's just staring at it and not saying anything.
Like, maybe that one, Leo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that one.
What does Dakota want to do?
Oh, I mean, whatever you guys feel like.
What about you, Caleb? Do you want the globe or the hand drawing one?
Well, I guess, do we each pick one in our groups?
Yeah, your group is all going to pick one.
Okay, so I guess I would do the hand drawing one or the globe one. I don't care. Whatever you want is fine, Allison.
It doesn't matter to me. I guess I'll do the globe.
Sounds good.
And we'll do hand painting one, hand drawing one. Hands. Skylar gets really excited and like makes
Yeah, Skylar's all about hands.
makes their hands like do like a little happy dance.
And now, a word from our wizard sponsors.
Have you ever desperately wanted a lollipop, but you were so busy buying a magical item that you literally only needed to buy once in your life? Has your mouth ever tasted dry and weird, and all you wanted was a fruity, delicious treat to wet your whistle? But you were so focused on waving a thin piece of wood around in order to hopefully have some magic sparks spurt out the end of it? Have you ever wished that there was a place that you could purchase over 700 kinds of lollipops? Well, you're in luck. Look no further. Michael McMichelson's Wand and Lollipop Shop, servicing your wand and lollipop needs. But mostly lollipops, because again, you really only need the one wand. Wands, lollipops, both equally important to magic. The wand chooses the wizard, but the wizard will always choose the lollipop. Just please, I beg you, please don't choose ones that you're allergic to. I don't want to fill out any more paperwork. Lollipops. They're magically... I can get sued for that one. Michael McMichaels. Better candy than you expected from a wand shop. Yeah, that's a good one.
Hi, everybody. It's Kevin, your resident Potter nerd. Oh my god, this is so tasty. I'm so glad that the state of lollipop purveyance these days is, let's just say, infinitely better than it was when I was a kid. Now I can just buy a blue raspberry lollipop whenever I want, which is obviously the best flavor, by the way. I mean, sure, I've got to go to Diagon Alley to get it, but that's worth the trip. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Why Can't We Be Wizards? So I have a couple of announcements this week. So firstly, I want to provide an enormous thank you to Why Can't We Be Wizards' very first guest collaborator, Atlas, from the podcast The Athens Collective, for providing this week's voiceover for the commercial that you just listened to. So The Athens Collective is a short form, super relaxing storytelling podcast where Atlas reads, it's usually short stories and are in a relaxing audio format. We had a ton of fun collaborating, and I just want to say thank you again from the bottom of all our hearts. So definitely go give the Athens Collective a listen, and we will be sure to drop a link in the episode description. The other announcement we have for this week is we have started a Discord server for Why Can't We Be Wizards, where y'all can join in and talk about the show, post opinions. We have a place to talk spoilers about the show. There's some fan art in there already, and you can interact with all of us directly too. So definitely go check that out in the new Discord server and send us a hello. We definitely really appreciate it. So we will drop a link for that in this week's episode description as well. And I think there's already a link for it in our link tree. I think we posted about it a couple of days ago. So, of course, as always, please continue to talk about and share the show on all social media platforms. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. And make sure when you do use the hashtag #WhyNotWizards. So, as always, I want to thank Tablestory for our awesome game system, Witchcraft and Wizardry. They're great. It's great. Just go check it out. Try it out. So, that's pretty much going to do it for me. Let's go and see what's going on back in Charms class. Okay, so here's how this is going to go. You guys are actually going to do these separately. So when you go into these paintings, the paintings are going to take you to an alternate world. And you're going to need to use the magical spell in order to get back out. So, which group is going first?
Do we have to collect power stars in those worlds? I'm sorry, I need
Yes,
to stop
you
making
do.
bad jokes from the 90s.
100%, yeah.
Allison looks between Caleb and Leo and is like, hey, we can go first. But I don't remember the spell.
Yeah, let's go first, Allison.
Reducio something?
Revelio, Desidero.
Oh yeah, I should write that down.
Revelio,
Yeah, it seems pretty important to
Desidero.
rip us back to
you
our
get
reality.
it and you forget the spell.
Revelio.
Right, like the spell that keeps us tethered to our reality can't be easier to remember than that.
You're just stuck there forever.
Oh god.
Stuck there in the other dimension like, oh, Revelia, god damn it.
Do you think Wigglefin will come
Here.
rescue us?
I don't know why I find that so funny because it's such a terrifying idea.
Oh yeah. 100%
We will
that's
die.
Forever being stuck in the looking glass.
Freya, you really missed your calling to be in Slytherin. It's a very Slytherin
No,
laugh.
this is Allie. This is all Allie.
This one's going dark, you guys.
My response to fear is
God.
laughter. It actually happened to me today. I was running and this dog jumped out from behind this house and like scared the crap out of me. I just started laughing.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Okay, so the group of Allison and Leo and Caleb is going first?
Yes.
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 And which painting are you going into? The
The-
orb?
The orb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Okay, this is a great group of people to go into this particular puzzle. So, yeah, Professor Wigglefin says, all right, go on ahead.
Say hi to Mr. Escher for me, Caleb.
I might be busy doing schoolwork, Skyler.
Allison just shoots like a glare over her shoulder.
To me?
And then walks up and touches the painting. Is that what we have to do? Touch it?
Do we all touch it at the same time?
Yeah, you'll have to touch it at the same time.
Oh, Allison puts one finger out and touches the frame.
1, 2.
And then I think Leo maybe like jumps the gun and touches it before everybody else.
Allison just like
Like a half a
jerks
second.
into the
1,
painting.
2, and 3.
Follow Leo.
Yeah, Leo, I think you touched it a little aggressively, and you fall through this painting, and you land face first on the ground. What's really weird about this room as you sort of stand up and look around. So first of all, you're inside a study. It is a large, very ornate study. There are bookcases lining most of the walls. And in the center of the room is a man sitting behind a desk in a large armchair. And he is holding an orb, which is not unlike the orb in the painting. Except when you look up, you see out of what can only be the orb itself. And when you look past that, you see a larger version of that same room that you're standing in. The other thing you notice as you start to move your arms back and forth is that your bodies themselves appear to be warping to the dimensions and shape of the orb itself. So you are no longer yourself. You are a oscillated, wide form of yourself that, depending on the direction that you look at your hand, it's either thinner or wider.
Oh my god.
And so as you're sort of laying there trying to get your surroundings, Caleb and Allison both land comfortably on the ground because they didn't try to rush in really, really fast.
As you guys arrive, Leo's just staring at his hands even more intently and wide-eyed than before. I am Omni Leo.
Allison's gonna look at her hands as well and see the distortion.
Yeah, you turn your hands over and back in a sense of childlike wonder.
Yep, I mean, we are children.
Caleb's gonna pay attention to the man in this room.
So the man in the room, he's old. He's got this very long white beard. He's dressed very smartly in a Muggle suit. It's tweed, and he's got this really wide face. But he's very expressionless, and he seems to be just staring intently into the orb in front of him.
Do you think he's alive? Or like part
Is
of the
that
painting?
Mr. Escher?
Are we supposed to do something in here or just cast the spell and get out?
I don't know.
Hello?
Seems like a
Mr.
waste to just leave.
Mr. Escher?
He doesn't respond.
Is he like moving, breathing? Does he seem alive?
He doesn't seem to be moving at all.
Allison wants to turn around and look to see where we came from. Is there like a square hole in the wall that we fell out of?
No, it looks like you are just inside a curved orb that is so you can sort of see through a little bit, but it doesn't seem like you came out of anywhere.
You said that outside the orb seems like the same room we're in, and then the orb in his hands seems like the same orb. Like if I look outside the orb, can I see myself in that other room outside?
Why don't you roll notice something?
Okay. That is an 11 plus 1. That's a 12.
And so as you turn your head up to look at the spot that you're standing in, you see a massive version of yourself also
Whoa.
turning his head up towards the same spot.
It's like Inception.
You guys look.
Whoa.
It's like an infinite, like one of those infinity mirrors, except way more trippy. I'm also going to look at the little orb in the guy's hand and see if I see myself in there.
Yeah, so when you peer towards the orb in this man's hand, you sort of start to see the outline of a very small version of the same room you're in. And it appears that you see 3 figures, one being yourself, bending over this small orb. The other thing you notice when you do that is that the man is breathing very softly.
Oh. I'm going to get closer to him than I was before and say hello. And maybe like wave my hand in front of his eyes.
He doesn't respond.
Do you think he's trapped in here?
Do I have my mysterious book on me?
Yeah, I think you always have the mysterious book on you.
If I'm going to take that book out. Do I notice it glowing or doing its thing at all?
Not at the moment, no.
Dang.
Well, we probably shouldn't stay too long. What if we get lost in here or something, you know?
Well, I kind of think Escher's lost in here. I mean, I guess he's alive-ish, but...
He's like one of the people in the wizard paintings. They want to be there, I think.
That's a big question, huh?
Yeah, I don't know about the paintings.
That's what we do on this
Do they
show.
want to be there?
Yeah, do they get... Why don't we just, let's do that spell and, like, maybe take him with us? I don't know, he seems like he's, like, in a coma or something. Doesn't seem healthy.
I'm still kind of close to him because I went and looked at the orb in his hand. I'm going to touch his shoulder and see if anything happens.
Okay, yeah. You very slowly, tentatively reached out your hand, and when you place your fingers on his shoulder, nothing happens.
All right, guys, he's not real. Let's go.
But I thought you said he was breathing. Or
Well, maybe he is trapped in here. I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to be trapped in here.
yeah, me neither.
We could try casting a spell on him. Don't worry, I remember how to pronounce it.
Why don't we just like grab his arm?
I'll cast Incendio on him and see what happens.
Oh God, Liam, no,
I raise my wand.
no, Leo. Allison
Not
started
inside a
off not
painting,
nervous
Leo.
about that, but gradually got more nervous as Leo looked convinced.
Nobody stopped me?
Oh,
All right.
we definitely said don't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
yeah.
anything stop you for real, though?
I come to
Right?
my senses.
Yeah, just like grab his arm and let's go. Yeah.
All right, let's all hold hands, maybe.
Okay, and the spell
And
on
hold
3.
Escher's hand. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2. I look at Leo. 3.
You guys, I don't
Revelio
remember the spell.
Desidero.
I don't remember
Okay,
the spell.
so
One of you
Okay.
said that wrong.
yeah, no. Allison said it wrong. Leo didn't say it at all, and Caleb did say it. So,
Uh-oh.
Caleb, why don't you roll magic?
Oh no.
I got a 4 plus 1.
On a 5, you fail. I think that in this case, the condition you're going to take is dazed.
Saw that coming.
And what happens in this case is you become convinced that the only way out of this place is by touching the orb that the man is holding.
Oh, we've got to touch that orb. That's how we get out of here.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, it didn't
I mean,
seem like it worked. Should we try the spell
I
again?
feel like we should just try the spell again. I kind of butchered it. I don't know that I said it right.
nah, that
Re-
Revelio
Revelio's-
Desidero thing. That doesn't make any sense.
Revelio Zoe Deschanel.
Desiderio?
Caleb's gonna go up to the orb.
Oh, I'm just gonna say a Muggle actress's name. That's a spell.
Are you gonna touch it?
Yeah, you said it was the way out.
Okay. Yeah, and the instant that you touch it, you are sucked into the orb and disappear.
Oh God, he's gone!
And now Allison or Leo are alone.
Allison just puts her hand on the orb, gets sucked in, gotta go find him.
I go touch the orb.
Okay, yeah, and so all of you touching this orb, you
And you're all dead.
And that's
game
the end
over,
of the show.
credits roll. Cool. Now I don't have to edit the show anymore.
Yeah, series wrap on Leo, Allison, and Caleb.
No, so Caleb, you land on your back in the exact same room that you were just in, except that the other two aren't there. Seconds later, they all fall on top of you and are now all lying in a heap in the exact same room.
Caleb! Oh, good thing
What
we
is
found
this
you.
school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that worked. This isn't Charms class.
Yeah, I'm starting to hate this class. First it was math, and now this.
Yeah, we went one layer deeper into the infinite sphere, huh?
Okay, I think we gotta try that spell again.
What if we just touch it again?
No! I saw this movie. I don't want to do that.
What if we touch the ceiling where we see the big versions of ourselves?
Hey, Professor! We're trapped in here! You put children in a place they can't get out! Mysterious dimensions! Can you come save us, Professor? Hello?
3 hours later.
Alright. Allison's gonna take her wand and try again. Revelio Desario!
That's also wrong.
Nothing happens.
What the heck was
spell?
it?
What is the spell?
For me, human, real life Mike Turley, what the heck was the
Revelio
spell called?
Desidero.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna remember that.
Dar...
It's actually Desidero.
It is.
It's Desidero.
Desidero?
Damn it.
Desidero.
Almost as though someone might take a second to type Desidero into Google Translate and see what happens.
Revelio Desidero. Shall we
Not
say it? Or should we
Revelio
just stay here for a
Desidero?
while?
Okay, Allison's gonna try one more time. Really,
Leviosa.
really enthusiastically. Revelio Desidero! I got a 6 + 2 for an 8.
So, on a mixed success. So, here's what I'm going to say happens. First of all, the spell succeeds.
Oh, great. At what?
When the spell succeeds, you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "Be genuine. Either ask the man for help or make him laugh." One of the other players takes a condition from the partial misfire, and that condition is Leo also becomes dazed and also becomes convinced that the only way out is to just keep touching the orb and going further and further into the painting.
Okay.
And lastly, someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell. Who is alerted in this case is the old man wakes with a start and looks up at you.
Oh, hey, you're awake. You're awake. So the thing, can you help us get out?
He nods
Yeah? You know how to help us get out?
without saying any words.
Are you able to
He doesn't speak.
talk?
Have you been trapped in here for a long time?
Do you want to leave? You could just touch the orb.
Are you trapped?
How deep is a frog pond?
Wait, what?
Knee deep. Knee deep.
Oh my god.
He cracks a little bit of a smile.
Yeah? Allison's like trying to do finger guns to get him to laugh. Is it working?
He's smiling. He's not laughing.
Knee deep.
yet.
Knee deep.
Just repeating the punchline.
He's the smile just fades a little bit. from your repeated
Alrighty,
joke.
guys, we need jokes. We need jokes. We need to help.
Why do we
I don't
need
know.
jokes?
Yeah, because the voice in my head said that we need to make him laugh.
Oh, that makes sense. Wizard stuff. Okay.
Magic.
Caleb's
what's
gonna try to, stand on his head. He's dazed. I don't know if it'll work.
what's the difference between a Zippo and a hippo? One's really heavy and the other's a little lighter?
Oh, Allison.
That's all
What's
I
a
got,
Zippo?
okay? Allison's breathing really heavy and panting now.
I'm feeling a little dizzy now that I'm upside down. Hey, look, there's a me up in the ceiling who's upside down.
Caleb, stop. Right
Hey,
side up.
hey.
You gotta get blood to your head.
Hey, Allison.
Can
Maybe
jump
the
up
you
there.
inside the orb knows better jokes.
No, don't touch that. And Allison slaps away Leo's hand.
Too bad. I touch it with my other hand.
Oh, you go into the orb. You're gone.
Orb party! Caleb upside downs and
Okay.
rushes after Leo.
Allison.
Yeah, gone as well.
Allison touches the orb again, doesn't want to, but follows them deeper. And then, can I be prepared to land in the next room?
Yes,
Superhero
but the other
landing.
two absolutely were not. Are both fallen
Nope.
on the ground.
Great.
Ah!
I want to cast Petrificus Totalis on Leo.
What?
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa.
Fascinating.
Wait, okay.
A little dark, but okay.
Before that goes off, Leo's like, guys, I think we're making progress.
Well, I gotta roll
Okay,
for it.
Yeah, roll magic. Roll magic.
Wait, I got a mixed success already. So that's a 5 + 2.
Okay. So on a
Wait,
7
do
to
I get
9,
a Leo bonus? I do get a Leo bonus.
yeah,
It's
if
a
you have a Leo
plus.
bonus.
Oh my gosh,
3.
these bonuses
Wait,
apply to
our-
hurt us?
Right. Our relationship being good means that you're better
I
at
mean,
hurting
she's
me.
trying to help. She's trying to help you.
I don't know that.
That doesn't matter.
All right, so that's a 5 + 3 for an 8. I don't think that still
Okay,
makes
that doesn't change
success.
anything. It's still a mixed success. So the spell succeeds, but there are side effects. Let's say the spell has a diminished effect. So in this case, Leo goes stiff as a board, but he can still talk. And once again, someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell. The old man wakes with a start, looks at you, and frowns.
Oh, why are you frowning? That's not a good sign. That guy's frowning. Can you help us?
He turns his head slightly to the side.
Why do you think he's frowning?
Yes or no question. Can we get out of here?
He nods.
Can you help us get out of here?
He nods.
Yes or no question. Should we touch the orb?
No.
He doesn't respond.
No. See, he didn't
So,
respond. He didn't respond, Caleb. I'm
maybe-
gonna curse you too if you don't If you touch that orb,
Yeah, why'd you curse Leo?
I don't like this class.
he's a danger to himself, and he can't light things on fire if he's frozen.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yes or no questions. Do we get out by touching the outside orb?
He shakes his head.
Do we get out by making you laugh?
He nods.
Okay. Make you laugh. What do you find funny? Caleb, I need your help. We gotta make this guy laugh. I don't know. I used my two best jokes.
I don't know. I've never really made anybody
We're
laugh.
both still super convinced that that's the wrong answer, right?
Caleb's a
Even though
12-year-old who's
he's-
definitely
Yeah.
spent all his time
Caleb's not
studying.
convinced of that.
Oh, it's just
Leo.
Okay.
Okay. We need to make him laugh, right? Good. How do we do that? I used my best jokes.
You know what'd be real funny is Petrificus totalising me. That would be hilarious.
I'm gonna cast jelly leg drinks on you very shortly.
We're wizards,
what?
right? We could,
Are my legs locked or jelly legged?
I think that the man laughs at that. And he stands up and he walks over to a bookcase in the back of the room and he pulls a book out and opens it up. And when you all peer down at the pages, the book itself appears to be leading as though a portal back into your classroom. You can see the faces of some of your classmates.
Oh, hey,
Oh.
that's the way out.
Allison looks over her shoulder at Leo and says, yeah, I don't know the counter curse for that one.
Let's just carry him.
What?
Alrighty.
No, I don't like this.
So we're tag teaming Leo and shoving him into this book.
You guys are bad friends.
Sorry,
We
Leo.
just don't know how to undo it, Leo. We're gonna get you
I
back.
don't mean that.
You're going
you guys
in-
are good
You're
friends.
going into the book first. It'll be fine.
A lot of weird books lately, huh?
Yeah, whatever happened to
That's just me.
your book?
I don't care. Just shove him down. And I just start shoving Leo's
What?
head into the book.
Yeah. His head is now sticking out of the painting, and you're back in you're back in the normal classroom.
Oh, hi,
Leo,
everyone.
And you see you see everybody's faces as they're looking at you.
Leo's just wide-eyed and smiling like, I'm back! Wait, why can't I move?
I'm going to look back at Escher and be like, are you coming too?
He shakes his head.
Okay.
Oh,
Have a good
my
life.
friend Skyler says hi.
Yes.
I also leave.
And then he says, "Tell her I said hi."
Oh, their pronouns are actually they, them.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Tell them I said hi.
I will.
Alrighty, let's go.
Yeah, pushing Leo through, you guys all jump through the book, and you're back in the classroom. Once again, all landing in a heap on the ground.
And Leo's on top of the heap, and he is still petrified, so you guys are not petrified. That's worse.
Wouldn't
What
you
is
be
it?
on the bottom? We threw you first.
Yeah, we put you in first.
Okay,
You are
I,
on the bottom.
I was trying to conjure a scene where I'm pinning you down and I can't move.
Nope, we're
But
pitting you
that's
down.
That's nothing.
And we get
This
up
time.
and leave you there. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I think Professor Wigglefin doesn't react at all to the fact that Leo is in Petrificus Totalis.
No, that
Hey,
makes
Professor!
sense.
He just looks at the next group and says, "All right, who's next?"
Freya?
We didn't do the spell. We had to convince a transdimensional being to free us from your trap. I don't like this class.
My head's a little dizzy.
Oh, that's normal. That's normal. That's a normal effect from the transdimensional transportation.
Is this normal? And I try to move my arms and can't.
No, I think it's normal for you and your friends. So
Whoa, wow, that's mean.
Yeah, Freya. So
I'm just
Leo
calling
got
like I see it.
frozen. Do you know the counter curse for Petrificus Totalis?
The counter curse for can I roll a read about that? I read about
Sure.
that.
Ooh, can I roll an I read about that with my dazed condition?
You guys, it's Fini Incantatum, right?
I rolled a 4.
Well, we know this. It's in my spell bank.
Plus, I don't have that in my spell bank, and I rolled
I
a 4
guess that
plus
one might
2.
work.
So that's a 6.
Oh.
It terminates all spell effects.
Yeah, Freya, I don't know either.
Yep. Sorry, I don't actually know it. I feel like
All
I
right, I
should,
guess this is-
but I don't.
I guess this is my life now.
I'll succeed on I read about that.
Allison just looks down at Leo and goes, sorry, I think it wears off eventually.
It does wear off eventually.
I don't know that you know that's true.
No.
I think you're
for
guessing.
Sure,
Maybe
it
we
wears
just
off
give him
eventually.
chocolate. Does anyone have any chocolate?
Yeah, so you automatically succeed on your I read about that, and you know that the counter curse is Petrificus untalus.
No, it's not. You liar.
I step forward.
I literally
and cast
Googled
the
it and
spell.
it's not said, so I made it up.
Well, that's canon now.
Petrificus untalus.
Okay, yeah, roll magic.
Well, you misspoke and you double did it to me.
Oh no.
8.
Do you have a bonus for Leo?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so on a mixed success, you succeed, but there are side effects. I think that the spell has a diminished effect.
Come on.
So Leo doesn't get completely unfrozen. Instead,
top half?
he's like very slowly. It's sort of like it's sort of like if your leg was asleep for a really long time and you've got to like, you know, clench and unclench your leg muscles over and over. It's like that, but your whole body. So it's going to take you about 5 minutes to get full motor control again.
I slowly try to stand up, and I'm like limping over to the nearest desk to lean on it. I love you guys.
That was some quick thinking, Allison.
I'm working on forgiving you. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Well, didn't you?
What?
Allison is denying everything.
I'm gonna try out for the Quidditch team now.
And so the professor says, "All right, so who's next?"
We'll go next, Professor.
Great. Okay, and so which paint are you guys going with? The hand?
Hands.
The hands?
All right.
Okay.
On the count of 3, we'll touch it together. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We all touch it.
And the three of you touch it at the exact same time, perfectly in unison. And you get sucked into the painting and then are slowly lowered down to the ground comfortably. Taking in the scene, so first off, immediately, the thing that's most obvious to you is it appears that you have become hand-drawn 2D animated figures.
Whoa.
I have become my art.
This one sounds more fun. That's not fair.
not just 2D animated figures, but specifically, it seems like your body is moving at 24 frames per second. And that at each movement, it's like your hand is being redrawn.
Are they 8-bit?
In a sketch. You are sketches.
So
No, it is very, very highly detailed two-dimensional sketches. It's also all completely black and white.
Freya's just staring at her hands and like wiggling her fingers and watching them animate.
I want to know if my hands. I'm gonna like make my fingers like turn into like a pencil.
Okay? Are you going to try to draw into the reality?
Yeah.
That's insane. I definitely think you have to roll body for
Okay.
this.
That was 4, 5, 6, 7 plus body, which is -1. So I fail.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, so at this moment, your hand morphs into a pencil. And when you try to touch the surface of the space that you're in, you're just unable to. You need more either physical or perhaps emotional strength to do it.
Okay. Interesting.
Do we see anything else around us, or is it just us in like a white void?
Yeah, so as you think that question, suddenly, rather than a white void, it appears that you are standing on what you can only describe as a road. It seems like it is a racetrack, actually. On either side of you on this road, there are stands of cheering fans. And when you look down the road, a few hundred yards in the distance, you see a group of motorcycles speeding towards you.
Whoa.
Oh, surprisingly, you would expect there to be all kinds of cacophonous sounds, right? Like the roaring engines, the squealing tires, this crowd, they seem like they're all jumping up and down, screaming their heads off. It's all silent, except you do hear a really soft drum track in the background and what sounds like an 80s synthesizer.
I turn to Dakota. Dakota, touch my arm. Pinch me.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And he reaches over and pinches your arm, and it hurts.
I like that. And it hurts.
Interesting.
We should probably get out of the road, right? Maybe we can go into the stands, I guess, for now.
Yeah. I'm gonna move. I'll move to the side. Yeah, let's all go to the same side. We shouldn't split the party.
For sure.
Yeah, and so the three of you make your way to the side, which is very convenient because at the very last moment is when you moved, as these motorcycles speed past you towards a checkered flag that someone is waving. It is the finish line of a race. It looks like one motorcycle in particular has won the race, is now slowing down and stopping next to his pit crew. He pulls his helmet off to luscious, beautiful long hair. And he pulls out, his pit crew, one of them pulls out a bottle of champagne that he pops and opens, and they all start drinking out of it.
When they were speeding past us, was it to the same effect where they were being redrawn?
Yes.
Cool.
Wow, this place is so well drawn.
I've never been 2D before.
It's really interesting. We shouldn't stay long though, right?
I mean, do you want to explore or do you want to go back out?
I mean, I kind of want to go talk to those racers.
Yeah, I will do that too. Maybe we can taste champagne.
What do you think, Dakota?
I've never had that before.
Yeah, Dakota has actually this entire time been staring at this pit crew and this racer that just won, and is just like, huh? What? Yeah, sure, whatever. You guys won.
Are
Cool.
they fanboys?
Let's do this. I am intent on tasting champagne for the first time.
Okay, yeah, and so you walk over to this pit crew. They're all like hugging each other and celebrating. They don't really notice you right away.
Freya goes, "Congratulations!" and like puts her arms up in the air.
Yeah, and so they all turn, and then they all just start. The champagne is spraying in the air, and some gets on all of you. You're all jumping up and down. Dakota actually like walks right up to the racer and seems like he's trying to like talk to him. He kind of like puts his hand out to try to like shake, and this guy shakes back and he nods very vigorously. Although none of them are talking, and again, the only sound you hear is this sort of soft 80s electronica music.
Wait, so they didn't answer when I said congratulations?
Not with words.
Oh,
no.
but we can hear each other, right?
You can hear
Okay.
each other.
I'm going to turn to Freya and say, did Dakota recognize that person? Do you know who that person is?
No.
I'm going to reach out for the champagne bottle.
Yeah, you grab it.
Okay, I'm going to try it to taste it.
Yeah, so you putting it up to your lips. I mean, it's pencil. It tastes like graphite, and it's kind of icky.
No.
Huh. I'm going to lick my hand.
But to pencil, Skyler, it must taste delicious, right?
Does my hand taste like graphite too?
Your hand tastes like graphite as well.
Is there anywhere that's not drawn? I want to lick the white.
Oh, yeah, you can lick the white.
What's that taste like?
Sure. So you reach out and you just kind of like look. It tastes like paper.
Yeah.
All right. I think we should make moves to go. I don't.
At the moment that you say that, so first of all, this is actually more like a street race than I don't know, whatever the motorcycle equivalent to NASCAR or Formula One is. Whatever
Is that a thing?
Not a street race.
I imagine it.
Sure
Yeah,
is
they definitely have like
I'm sure.
officially sanctioned motorcycle racing, but that's not what this is. This was a street race. This guy who is the racer is wearing what you can only imagine is like a leather jacket and like jeans. And as you all start talking about leaving, some of the other bikers who lost the race are starting to walk towards the racer, and they do not look happy.
Ooh.
And one of them actually has like a baseball bat. Another one's got like a nightstick kind of, and they look like they're about to like throw down with this
no.
guy.
I grab Dakota's shoulder.
Yeah, we
and
both
like
do.
pull him back towards us.
Dakota, there's gonna
Wait, no,
fight.
hold on. I want to
There's gonna be a
watch.
fight.
I want to watch.
Dakota, I don't know if you noticed what was going on, but like,
Yeah, we can watch just from afar, Dakota. Like we don't want to be in this.
from afar.
No,
I
but he
agree.
could be in danger.
You want to help him fight?
He's a drawing.
Yeah.
He's a drawing.
As you're having this conversation, one of those other bikers just punches the guy who won in the face.
I'm gonna let go of Dakota. If he wants to fight, like go for it. We're in Pencil Land. We need an eraser.
At that, Freya takes her wand out and says, "Revelio Desidero."
Okay, yeah, roll magic.
That's a 9 plus 2.
Okay, so on an 11, you hear a voice in the back of your head, and it says, "Follow the racer. Run. At the end of the fork, go left."
Okay, I say that. We have to go left. We have to follow him and go left.
Well, I think he's getting beat up
Yeah,
right
we'll have to
now.
wait till afterwards.
There's a full-on street brawl going on in front of you. Like, half of this guy's pit crew are also engaged in this fight. The racer punches one of these other guys in the face, and then when he falls to the ground, he turns to the three of you and then looks at you each in the eye, lingering a little bit longer on Dakota actually, and then starts sprinting off towards behind the stands where the end of this race was.
All right, guys, we gotta follow him. We gotta follow him right now.
I look at Dakota.
Yeah, let's go. And Dakota's already
Okay.
running.
I'm just gonna like throw the champagne bottle and see if it breaks, and then run.
It does. It breaks in a very humorous pencil drawing depiction of a champagne bottle breaking into 100 pieces.
Man, champagne tastes bad, you guys. I don't know why people drink it.
That's just what Skylar thinks champagne tastes like now.
That was my first
Wait,
time
it
drinking
tastes bad.
champagne.
Wait, I taste bad.
It didn't taste good. I'm never gonna drink champagne again.
Or eat people.
Yeah, don't eat
I
people.
wasn't gonna eat people.
Well, you licked it.
Yeah, and so Dakota's already like halfway down the street, and they turn a corner, and then Dakota pokes his head back out and says, "Come on, let's go!"
All right, running.
Okay, yeah. And so as you start running, a couple of those other bikers start following you. They're sprinting very fast after you.
Oh no.
Man, I can't draw myself stuff. I wanted to draw myself like a.
I mean, you could try again.
Okay, I'm gonna try to draw like something that will make me go faster, like a bicycle.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Roll body again.
I fail. I got a 3.
Okay. Yeah. I think instead, actually, what happens is you trip and fall as you're trying to
Yeah.
like
Oh god.
put this pencil out on the ground.
Oh god.
And these two ruffians are now bearing down on you.
Oh god,
Freya
that's
like
scary.
turns around and goes to help Skylar get up.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you roll body?
Oh no. This does not have a good statistical outcome. So that's a 9 minus 2.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, it's a mixed success. You run back over to Skylar, grab their hand, pull them back up, and then start sprinting away. But now these two ruffians are right behind you. They are 3 feet behind you, sprinting, and it looks like they're going to gain enough on you that if you don't do something soon, one of them's going to grab you.
Okay. I'm gonna yell, Akio Eraser!
Okay.
Yep.
But that okay, problem with
Okay.
that is that like Akio works if you know where something is and you have a clear image of it in your mind. We are
Yeah.
in a different dimension. We have not seen an eraser. You do
yeah.
not know where there is an eraser.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
that's
think
fair.
that'll work.
Instead, I'm going to say, Avaforce!
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sorry, what is that?
It transformed target into birds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Roll magic.
What level spell is that?
We've learned
It's
it's
second year.
in my spell bank. Let's see. I rolled a 6 plus 3. That's 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 1 in my magic. So 10.
So a complete success. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what happens.
Tweet,
Like,
tweet!
Turning, putting your wand over your shoulder, you cast that spell, and the guy who was he was about to grab your shoulder, it instantly turns into a cartoon bird.
Nice.
And so now there's still another one. And the second ruffian is still running behind you, but is probably like 6 or 7 feet behind. So you have a little bit more space. Awesome. And so you actually see Dakota calling from what looks like the entrance to a building. And he says, "Come on, let's go. Let's go. We got to get out of here."
I'm running.
Dashing to this door and entering this building. You're now right behind the racer. Going down this hallway, there's a fork and you can go left or right.
Left. We go left.
I run left.
Okay, yeah, and so the three of you sprint down the hallway, turn to the left, and then find yourself standing in front of a door. The racer is standing behind you now, looking down the hallway towards you. What do you do?
I mean, it said to go left, so I think we go through this door.
I'm gonna test the handle.
Yeah, it's unlocked.
What's on the other side?
Yeah, and so when you open the door, it appears to be a pathway back into the classroom.
Oh, hey, I didn't even cast the spell. How did this happen?
I cast the spell.
Oh,
Oh, hi guys. You're back too.
cool.
Dakota hesitates for a moment, still standing like right next to this door, looking at the racer.
I want to ask Dakota, Dakota, do you know that guy?
No, I'm worried about him.
Oh,
I don't.
Do you think he'll be all right?
I mean, I don't think he can come with us.
let's provide him with some protection. And I'm gonna try to draw him like a lightsaber.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, roll body. If I could give you inspiration, I would give you a plus
Oh
one
my gosh.
inspiration.
That's
That's
not-
a cool idea.
Cool idea.
That's good, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got plus one.
Okay, because I need it. 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1 is 7 plus my magic.
No, it's body.
My body's -1, so I fail.
That's
That's so sad.
Okay.
In our mage game, Charlotte did build a lightsaber. This is a recurring pattern.
I tried. I look at Dakota and say, and like look at his shoes. Like, I'm sorry, I tried.
And so, yeah, at that moment, the ruffian comes right up on the racer and tries to punch him full on in the face. And they're in a scuffle again. And Dakota says, I guess it's just a painting, right? It's not like stuff that happens in other dimensions is real.
It is real. I punched Dakota in the gut. Did you feel that? Did you
Ow!
feel that?
Yes.
Let's go help
Why
him.
did you do that?
I turn around and run back. We can't let him go.
What is with this class and attacking her friends?
Okay. Yeah, you
no,
do it.
but
What
I
are you
did
doing?
that as I was trying to inspire Dakota.
Oh, okay. Roll inspire, I guess.
My fist is so inspiring.
10.
Perfect success. Okay, so yeah, here's what happens. Dakota coughs again and then steals his resolve, runs over, punches the ruffian in the face, and knocks him out completely unconscious.
You did it.
The racer looks at Dakota, kind of gives him like a little bit of like a 2-finger salute, and stands there and waves while Dakota nods and then turns back towards the classroom and steps through the door.
Yeah, we did it. Okay, I'm going to jump out too.
Same. Freya also jumps out.
As we jump out, I give Dakota a high five and I hug Freya. And I'm going to tell you, like, Freya, that was the most scared I've ever been. And, like, you know what we went through last year. Like, I thought I was going to get beat up by a paper, like a drawing. It was so scary. Thank you so much. And I'm going to hug Freya a lot.
I don't know how Freya accepts the hugs, but doesn't seem like she was as scared as Skyler.
Oh my God, I was terrified. That was scary. They were so close.
Dakota is still a little bit winded from getting punched in the stomach.
Wait, don't I have to
And,
roll
looks-
body to see how hard I hit him? Okay.
No. It
Because
just
I
happened.
failed so many times
And,
today. I leveled
And he
up.
said, "Yeah, I know you leveled up
Yeah.
again." Yeah, and he just says, "All right, well, I thank you, Skyler, for helping. Please don't punch me like that again. Also, I think I need to go see Matt Pumphrey now."
Oh no! I need to go see Madame
Yeah, she can
Pomfrey
fix anything.
too.
I'm so sorry, Dakota. I'll come with you. I'll
All
walk
right.
you there. I'm so sorry. Let's go together.
Guys, I think I might need to see Madame Pomfrey too.
We always
fine.
do. Come on, Leo.
Guys, I can't stand up.
I'll help you. Come on, Allison. We
Did you
did
get
this
beat up
to
too?
him.
Yeah, I guess I did do it to you.
I put all my books in my bag and I push my chair back and I
Wait, what happened? In
try
your
to stand up and I
bedroom?
can't.
I tried
can't
to do
stand
the
up.
spell, but then they didn't do it right, and it all got junked up. And then I'm pretty sure that we stunned Leo.
Yeah, Leo did get stunned.
But then I got half
I
unstunned.
thought that it was. No, maybe it wasn't. We touched an orb.
We did
We
do
were
that.
drawings.
We orbed inside an orb.
Maybe we all need to go to the hospital wing.
Inside an orb.
So Professor, what were we supposed to learn today?
He just shakes his head at you and doesn't respond.
That was a fun class.
We didn't use that spell.
Yeah, we did. I used it.
You didn't. I used it.
It didn't solve the problem.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
did.
did.
Not for us.
Yeah, no,
And
it
so
did.
as you're now starting to walk out of class and towards the hospital wing, Dakota just says, "Man, it's too bad those things weren't real, right?"
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
Those things
Why?
are so cool.
What?
Like,
I mean, we met someone and they seem really awesome. I don't know.
I mean, we met someone too. He was okay.
he didn't like my jokes.
Kind of weird.
He didn't want to leave. I don't think he could. But he didn't mind being trapped inside there forever. I don't think.
Dakota, you might be able to go back if you really liked that guy.
You think so?
I mean, why not?
We are wizards.
As long as you don't get trapped there.